Alright, Shalom Yashrala, Koho Loim Malaya, Hawa Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, the belongings to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect Akim across the globe that are doing the work in truth and in sincerity and in charity. Alright, this is Danielaba here from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Llewellyn coming back at you with another edifying video. Alright, and hey, as as we all heard, man, hey, the Lord is jacking up polite, man. All right, and this guy, man, he's been scoffing the apostles and elders of Great Millstones for years, man. All right, and hey, now, hey, the Lord is exposing how wicked this person is, and he's falling, man. All right, he's facing 7 years in prison, I believe 10 months of probation. All right, hey, he's through, man. All right, he's through. All right, I just want to play this quick news clip.
And Nowak claims to have written more than 9.
Oh shit.
Well, he normally garners attention for his online posts, but now the social media influencer and motivational speaker is making headlines for the wrong reason. NBC6 reporter Kim Nguyen is live in Miami Beach tonight with more on the arrest of the man known as Brother Polite. Kim.
Yeah, well, Jawan, the suspect surrendered here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week. Police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false. This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polite, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a
And it was a couple years ago, I'm not sure, maybe a good 10, 12 years ago, he went up to the apostles of Great Millstone out in New York, and he was, basically telling him, is it okay to marry, a 12 or 13-year-old girl, man? All right, and in the law, it's okay, man, but on this side, it's not expedient, man. All right, it's not expedient. Here in Great Millstone, we don't push that shit in the camp, man. All right, you shouldn't be with a minor. We condone that shit, man. All right, if the girl's under 18, all right, you shouldn't be messing around with the girl, man. All right, but we're strongly against that, man. All right, but I'm gonna keep playing.
In a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. Not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in L.A., asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after-party at a club in Miami. The report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation. And Nowak claims to have written more than 90 books. In an interview, he also claims to have several wives. For now, we're reporting live in Miami Beach. Kim Nguyen, NBC6 News.
All right. Just want to get a scripture. All right. It's the book of Acts, chapter 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. All right. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. All right, and the bro polite man, he ain't doing the will of the Lord, man. The Lord ain't dealing with him. The Lord ain't with him, man. All right, and that's what you see happening, man. His counsel is coming to naught, man. They said what he had over 300,000 followers on Instagram. Hey, it's coming to naught, man. All right. Was it 38? But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it. All right, and polite, he's been going against the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and here we have 100% truth. Hey, the Lord is still is dealing with the men of Great Millstone, man. All right, and hey, bro polite tried to take us down. He never even got close, man. We're still out in the highways and byways. We're still teaching this truth strong. All right, because this is the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is with us, man. Least happily ye be found, even to fight against the Most High. And that's what bro polite did, man. When he comes against the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, he's fighting against the Lord, man. At the end of the day, man. All right, Salak. He's fighting against the Lord, man. All right, let me read it again. Acts 5:38. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught. All right, so bro polite's coming to naught, man. Like Apostle Tahar said, he's the most hated black man in America right now, man. All his followers hate him. All right, when he goes to prison, man, like Apostle Tahar said, T-Rex gonna get his ass, man. All right, but if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. Least happily you found, even to fight against the Most High. All right, so bro polite, he fucked up, man. He fought against the Lord, man. Now the Lord's gonna jack him up, man. Even more in prison, man. All right, and that's fucked up what he did, man. He took his girl's daughter, man, and drugged her and hit her, intoxicated her, man. That's fucked up, man. Underage daughter, man. All right, we don't push that shit here, man. In Great Millstone, man. All right. I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip. Probably do like a minute or two. I don't want to get too long into it. It's pretty long. I think it starts at 15.
You're a monster. A demon.
He's a demon.
Gonna tell, they gonna send him up.
Thank you. Family is inexcusable. You hurt us all. You made me believe that you were such a great man and you could do no wrong. You made me fully trust you, and for that, my daughter, I trusted you too. But the truth is, you're a monster. A demon.
A monster and a demon.
The very first time that I allowed you to be alone with my daughter, the very first time, and you couldn't even help yourself. You told me you was gonna be right back. You were going downstairs. You were gonna grab food and take vacation pictures. You told me that you wanted to have a one-on-one talk with her about loving and respecting me as a great mother that I was.
Okay.
And I actually believed you.
Bang.
I believed that you were going to bring her back.
God's Proverbs 19:9, a false witness shall not be unpunished. All right, and polite, he's a false witness, and the Lord got his ass, man. Lord's punishing his ass, man. All right, and he that speaketh lies shall perish, man. And he's gonna perish, man. He's gonna perish in prison, man. All right, he's gonna get a nuclear missile, man. He's gonna go through the four-sword judgment, man. All right, Lord's getting his ass, man.
Right back.
Bang.
I thought you were gonna have this trusting conversation with her that you promised me. Her and I both trusted you. For a grown man to violate a child who trusted him, you should be ashamed of yourself. You plotted on me and my little girl. The entire time you knew what you planned to do. Isolate intoxicate, then violate my baby. Shame on you. I trusted you to bring her right back. You were supposed to bring her back the same way that you took her. Instead, you drugged her and took advantage of her. And you sexually abused her. You forced alcohol down her throat. You then forced her to see things that no child should ever have to see. You forced her to feel things that no child should have to feel. You forced her to accept violence that no child should ever have to endure. You forced drugs in her that no human should ever even ingest. She's my child. My baby. How could you? You could have killed her with all the drugs that were found in her system.
That would have really been fucked up. You done fucked up, man. You done. Big Rex is gonna grab you and he gonna bend you up. You the most hated black man in America.
Right.
You thought I was gonna be so blinded that I wouldn't notice when you returned her with bruises all over her body and her mouth busted.
So Ecclesiasticus 25:7, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that hath joy of his children. All right, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. All right, and it was in Polite, man. He's one of Great Millstone's biggest enemies, man, especially the apostles, man. And hey, we're seeing the fall of our enemies, man. Hey, Polite's going down. He's falling, man. All right, he's the most hated black man in America, man.
Uncontrollably shaking? Absolutely not. And although you executed your plan and you got what you wanted those couple of hours, you actually failed. Because look where you're at right now. You have created a lifetime of trauma for my daughter and I. Before you, we never knew evil existed. You brought so much evil into our lives that early morning, and I'll never forget. I called you like 50 times and you wouldn't answer me. And I called her too, but you took her phone. You drugged my baby. You gave her no way to seek help. You left me no way to contact her or even know where she was.
Wow.
I get physically sick now whenever I'm away from my daughter because of you. Something as simple as her going to school, I'm in panic mode. Because I'm scared when she comes back, she's going to be hurt all over again. I constantly have flashbacks of that night. And what she lives with it's not okay. She feels uncomfortable around people and will live with this forever, and this is not fair to her.
This is a heinous crime.
She never did.
This is a heinous crime.
Shame on you for forcing evil on her
black man. I'm not even gonna call him an Israelite. I don't even
and you
think
know,
he's
for
an Israelite.
a year, I questioned, how could you even
So you
do
get when
this
you
to
fuck
us?
with the prophets.
That's right.
Her and I did nothing wrong to you. We
Psalms
trusted you.
92:11.
I moved across the country because I believed everything that you told me. But it was pure.
Mine eyes also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and we desire to see the downfall of our enemy, man. And mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me, man. And hey, we got the news, man, all over the news, all throughout America, man. Polite's face on the face of the news, man. All right, talking about he raped a 14-year-old girl, man. Drugged her up, hit her. All right, it's all over it, man. We're hearing it, man. Call them Laya Bashmel Shai.
Manipulation I see now. All you do is specialize in selling false dreams. How can you do this to an innocent child and mother who's simply trusting you? We did nothing wrong.
Big Rex is
But
waiting
you know what?
for you.
I'm done breaking my head trying to question or figure out how you could do such a thing. It's so simple to me now. You're just a sick man.
Right.
A man you can have a plethora of women, but you secretly prefer to have a child. And it's so clear now. I will never be able to fully trust another person due to the betrayal that you've shown me. And for that, I was not willing to trust 6 strangers and go to trial. Nor was I going to put my daughter through an additional trauma. This plea was in our best interest. You and I both know the evidence is extremely substantial. But even with that, I refuse to have my child be tormented when she's done nothing wrong. All she holds is the truth. And I will say this, although you were so worried about being labeled a sex offender, you did us a huge favor by admitting to guilt, period. So for that, I thank you. I truly thank you. Yes, mitigation took place and I allowed it as long as it meant you going to prison and you getting true help. Because true help means no more victims. The fact that you're only non-negotiable with
he's gonna get help, all right. Big Rex is gonna help
exactly the type of man that you are.
Big Rex is gonna help him go to the bathroom. Big Rex is gonna help him go to sleep.
My daughter knows
He gonna wash Big Rex's drawers.
There's no reason why your DNA should have been found on my baby. And yes, I satisfied your bogus request to not be labeled a sex offender, but it doesn't take away from who you truly are. I wasn't going to waste any time going back and forth with you over a label. God will judge you for exactly the person he knows you to be.
That's right.
A sexual predator.
That's right.
So rest assured, jail time equals jail time. And I pray that during your 10 years of sex offender probation, you actually receive the treatment that you need and it helps heal your sick mind and get the thoughts of being with children out of it. All you care about is your pretend image. But I know exactly who you are now. You want to be this public figure, but you want to do all your evil acts in secret. Right. You're so self-centered. That's why the last time I saw you on February 27, 2021, you fought me. You tried to hold me hostage from taking my daughter to the hospital. I'll never forget that cowardly look in your eyes. I'll never forget it. You were so scared. You were so scared because you realized you messed with the wrong one. Your last words to me, you held me and said, please don't go. You're going to ruin my career.
You don't give a fuck about nobody. That's why he sucked this bunch of
my last words to
so
you
fuck
are,
that nigga,
I
man.
hope the next 17 years of your life, you're reminded of the disgusting, terrifying, unforgivable act that you've done
hopefully we got to find video, man. Hey, we're seeing the
Big Rex is going to continue to remind him.
Hey, we're seeing the downfall of our enemies, man. It's Yapa, man. Call Lord La Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstones. Salutations to the elect Akim. And salutations to the sincere Aquas as well. They're watching, listening, and learning. Till next time, Shalom. Abba.